Pharmaceutical industry has, I think, 2 or 3 lobbyists for every member of Congress and the Senate. And the processed food industry is also very, very powerful.
Let's jump over to health, because health is good. It's nice when your heart works and your lungs work and your skin looks nice and you feel healthy and you have energy and you can do the things that you want to do. Now, over the course of the last few decades, we haven't been doing that very well in America. We have been putting things like literal poisons into our Cheetos. We drink sodas that have high fructose corn syrup instead of just regular sugar. Not that that's so great. We've done all sorts of crazy things with seed oils. I saw a video that popped up on Instagram yesterday. Maybe we can play this tomorrow if we can find it, where someone was showing just like I won't even say the brand, but it was a very well-known salad dressing brand that you would see at every single supermarket. They were showing their ranch dressing. And it was basically, they showed you how you made it. So they show you the bottle on one side and then they show an empty bottle and how do they make it. And it's something like 70% of what is in that bottle of the ranch dressing that almost all of us have bought before is just canola oil. So basically just awful, awful stuff. And then you just see some of the ingredients they get in there and how they make it. And if you just watch any of these videos that are out there on the ultra processed food that we are eating all the time, it is pretty terrible. Okay, you get that. And who's the guy that's brought that to the forefront? Obviously, it's Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who, of course, was running as a Democrat not too long ago. Here he is talking about that it's not just that, let's say, the corporate, I hate this phrase, but it's not just that the corporations took advantage of us, right? We didn't know what we were doing for a long time. We have more information now. People have learned more about health and everything else. But it's that the media was actually bought by Big Pharma, and there is profit in keeping us sick and pathetic and ugly and downtrodden and awful, and play the video whenever you're ready.
The things that we're talking about, these are not things that are challenging to follow, right? I mean, you get, this makes common sense. So why do you think people are so threatened by what you're doing? It can't be just the confusion about vaccination, because you don't have to go very far to find legacy media that either won't talk to you or labels you as some kind of conspiracy crazy nutball. Why do you think people are so threatened by the message that you are delivering? Because you're saying this isn't you coming up with what you're going to do and what you think should be done. You have a solid commitment to gold standard science, empirical science that's not corporate captured, that is truly empirical, replicable science with good methodology, good sample sizes. And what you're talking about here is irrefutable. These are facts. Why do you think people are so threatened by your message?
Well, I don't think it's a mystery. The industries that profit from these products are very powerful industries. And they're industries that not only control Congress, the pharmaceutical industry has, I think, 2 or 3 lobbyists for every member of Congress and the Senate. And the processed food industry is also very, very powerful, and they're both huge advertisers on the media. Oh, you know, Anderson Cooper gets a salary of something like $20 million a year, but probably 75% of that is coming indirectly through pharmaceutical companies. So that's who his boss is, and that's why he's reporting to, and that's why during COVID you saw, you know, all of these news channels completely on board, shaming people who didn't go along with the government orthodoxies and drumming up fear about COVID, you know, printing the deaths on the chyrons every day and the number of cases, et cetera. And there was, and fortifying an orthodoxy that just so happens to create huge profits.
Yeah, and we know that's all true. That's, of course, to the backdrop of COVID and everything else. Why is it that for the 2+ years of COVID, I wasn't screaming at you that you should get vaxxed or anything else? I was telling you, you got to do what you think is right for your health, because I wasn't paid by Pfizer. And yet during COVID? How many times have we shown you that compilation, that mass compilation video of all of the programs that had Fauci on at that very minute, or they had some of the other NIH people, and then they throw, oh, we'll be right back after this commercial break, brought to you by Pfizer. And it's like, wait a minute. Brought to you? You mean you're bringing us this program by the very people who are funding the drug that this guy's pushing? Oh, and Fauci had to make sure that monoclonal treatment and HCQ and other things would be basically pushed aside so they could get emergency authorization to get the mRNA vaccine. Like, you get it. You get it. So there is a collusion there. I can't speak to, I don't know Anderson Cooper, I met him once. I can't speak to his integrity, but there is a reason. If you get $20 million, Rachel Maddow gets $20 million, I think, to be on that show once a week and spew pure propaganda. It's a pretty good gig if you can get it, if you don't care about your integrity. Guys, have you ever had a cup of coffee that makes you feel younger? 1775's Rejuvenate Coffee is a bold, dark roast infused with the same compound shown in studies to reverse biological age by up to 8 years. It energizes your cells, sharpens your mind, and supports long-term strength. No pills, no green sludge, just real results. And the best part, when you buy from 1775 Coffee, you're supporting free speech, freedom of choice, and the creators and values that you believe in. Go to 1775coffee.com, grab the anti-aging longevity roast, and use code Rubin for 15% off. Feel sharper, stronger, and younger today.